4 cheeses to avoid after 60, and 4 to eat daily for smarter protein, better digestion, and steadier numbers. That's the whole promise up front. I'll keep it plain, practical, and senior-friendly so you can use it tonight. Here's the format. 2 short lists. Clear servings you can eyeball without a scale, and budget swaps you can find at any grocery store, no specialty shop required. We'll move fast. You'll see the first item in under a minute. Then we'll count down so you always know exactly where you are and what to put in the cart next. Why cheese at all? Because a single ounce can deliver meaningful protein and satisfaction if you pick the right kind and keep sodium in check. The wrong kinds add salt, additives, and tummy trouble without giving you much in return. The right ones play well with vegetables and lean proteins, help you feel steady between meals, and make smaller portions feel like enough. Grab a notepad or open your phone. As we go, write down the 4 to avoid, the 4 to use, and 1 swap you'll try this week. I'll show you simple pairings, realistic portions, think 1 ounce equals 1 dice, and quick ways to build a better plate. Ready? Our first item lands now. Let's call out the obvious without the drama. Highly processed, ultra-salty cheese products got loud. Bright wrappers, easy melts, long shelf lives. After 60, your body usually does better with the opposite. Quieter, simpler, and portion-controlled. The concern isn't cheese is bad. It's that some products pack in sodium, emulsifiers, and fillers that may increase water retention, may nudge blood pressure up, and tend to upset digestion for people who are lactose sensitive. Those effects are often linked to bigger portions and everyday use, not a rare party slice. What helps instead is choosing cheeses that deliver real protein and flavor in small amounts, then keeping the total to a reasonable daily cap. Stronger, aged options often satisfy with less, which is exactly what you want when you're watching sodium and comfort. You'll also hear me say, may help, may increase risk, and is linked to throughout this video on purpose, because bodies differ, medications differ, and your plan should fit you. So here's our ground rule. If a cheese is engineered to stretch, squirt, or survive months at room temperature, it likely brings extras your 60-plus body doesn't need. If it's simple, flavorful, and used in measured ounces, it often plays nicely with vegetables and lean proteins. With that in mind, let's get specific. In older adults who kept portions moderate and sodium steady, mealtime comfort often improved in about 2 to 3 weeks, with more stable evening numbers by roughly 6 weeks. That window assumes simple habits. Cap cheese at 1 to 2 ounces per day, choose lower sodium options, pair with vegetables and lean protein, drink water with meals, and avoid piling on salty sauces. For a reality check, log 3 things once a week. AM/PM blood pressure, if you track it, AM/PM ankle circumference, and a 1-line how dinner felt. Individual results vary with meds and medical history, so bring this plan to your clinician and customize it together. This is educational, not medical advice. If you're on blood pressure medicines, diuretics, diabetes care, or kidney care, keep cheese portions and sodium consistent day to day and review your plan with your clinician. Prefer pasteurized cheeses. If you choose raw or long-aged styles, buy from reputable sources, handle cold, and avoid if immunocompromised. If you're lactose sensitive, start with half to 1 ounce of aged, lower lactose cheeses and watch your symptoms. Blue or very aged cheeses can be higher in histamine/tyramine. Use caution if you take MAOIs or are histamine sensitive. Aim for 1 to 2 ounces total per day. Pair with vegetables and lean protein, and skip salty sauces so you don't accidentally double the sodium. Number 4. Processed American-style slices and jar spreads. Benefit risk why it's a problem after 60? These products tend to drive water retention and blood pressure creep because they're typically higher in sodium and additives than true cheeses. Why, in plain English? American-style singles and jarred cheese spreads are often processed cheese products. Real cheese diluted with water, stabilizers, emulsifying salts, and added sodium so it melts perfectly and lasts longer. That combo may increase fluid retention, is linked to heavier evening ankles, and tends to upset digestion for folks who are sensitive to emulsifiers. Serving guidance. Best practice is to skip these. If you do have them on occasion, cap at 1 slice or 2 tablespoons and balance the day's sodium elsewhere. Use context, where it sneaks in. Breakfast sandwiches, fast food burgers, grilled cheese night with plastic-wrapped singles, crackers with jar spread at game day, and hidden in casseroles that call for processed slices. Swap, better choice. Use 1 ounce, approximately 1 dice, of aged cheddar or Swiss instead. Stronger flavor, fewer additives, and you'll be satisfied with less. For spreadable creaminess, blend Greek yogurt plus a tablespoon of grated Parmesan and herbs. You get tang and protein with far less salt. Caution. Watch total sodium per ounce across the day. If you're on blood pressure meds or diuretics, these products can nudge numbers up. Keep portions consistent and favor the swaps. Number 3. Cheese spreads and sprayed canned cheeses. Benefit, risk. These tend to inflate daily sodium and add emulsifiers that can bother sensitive stomachs, without offering much real protein per bite. Why? Squeeze can and tub spreads are designed to be hyper-spreadable, which usually means more stabilizers, sodium, and oils. The soft texture makes overeating easy, so a few crackers can quietly deliver a salt bomb. For many older adults, that pattern is linked to swollen ankles by evening and restless nights from thirst. Serving guidance. Easiest win is to avoid. If you choose to use one for a party, portion 2 tablespoons max and pair with water-rich vegetables, bell pepper strips, cucumber rounds, instead of salty crackers. Use context. Holiday trays, sports night snacks, road trip gas station stops, late night, just a little on crackers. Swap. Make a 2-minute spread. Half cup Greek yogurt plus 1 to 2 teaspoons olive oil plus lemon plus chopped parsley. Stir in 1 tablespoon finely grated Parmesan for real cheese flavor with less sodium. Then serve with carrots or celery. Caution. If you manage hypertension or heart failure, aggressive sodium days add up. Keep spreads out of the house and you won't graze past your daily target. Number 2. Pre-shredded blends with anti-caking plus extra sodium. Benefit, risk. These often add hidden sodium and starches that don't help you, and they can push you to sprinkle more because the flavor is muted. Why? Bagged shreds include anti-caking agents so strains don't clump, and sometimes preservatives. They dry out faster and taste milder than a fresh grate, so people use bigger handfuls to taste the cheese. That habit is linked to higher total sodium and calories, with less satisfaction. Some blends also sneak in added salt to boost shelf life. Serving guidance. Prefer fresh grated from a block. If you must buy pre-shredded, measure 1/4 cup max and count it toward your daily cheese cap. Target 1 to 2 ounces total per day. Use context. Taco night, salads for crunch, quick pasta sprinkles, baked potatoes, egg bakes, places where just a sprinkle turns into a pile. Swap. Buy a 4 to 8 ounce block of Parmesan, aged cheddar or Swiss, and microplane over hot food. You'll get bigger flavor from less and fewer extras in the bag. For melt, thin slice from a block rather than grabbing a fist of shreds. Caution. If you track carbs for diabetes, note some blends include starch. Small numbers add up when you handful it. Keep portions honest with a measuring spoon once or twice until your eye learns the amount. Number 1. High histamine, extra salty blues for sensitive viewers. Benefit, risk. For many people, they're fine in small servings, but if you're histamine sensitive, prone to reflux, or on MAOIs, these can be problematic, and the sodium is often higher than you think. Why? Blue cheeses develop their signature veining and pungency from molds and longer aging, which raises histamine/tyramine levels. In sensitive folks, that's linked to headaches, flushing, congestion, and reflux. Some styles also carry higher sodium per ounce, nudging water retention. Serving guidance. If you're sensitive or you're not sure, limit or avoid. If you love blue and tolerate it, keep 1/2 to 1 ounce on salad and skip salty sides that day. Use context. Wedge salads with bacon, steakhouse toppings, party boards where a taste becomes 3. Swap. Choose aged cheddar, Gouda, or Parmesan shaved thin. Bold flavor, lower histamine profile for many people, and you'll use less. For salad creaminess, a yogurt-based dressing with a teaspoon of Parmesan gives bite without the histamine hit. Caution. Blue and very aged cheeses can be problematic if you take MAOIs or know you're histamine sensitive. Check with your clinician. If you manage blood pressure, treat blue as an occasional accent, not a routine topping. Number 4. Cottage cheese. Choose low sodium when available. Benefit: functional. Convenient protein that's gentle to chew and digest, helping you feel steady between meals without relying on large portions. Why it helps: plain English. Cottage cheese delivers a strong protein-to-calorie ratio and a softer texture that works well for dentures or tender jaws. Low-sodium versions may support more comfortable evenings for adults who retain fluid or track blood pressure. Serving: how much and how often? Half to 1 cup per serving, 3 to 5 days per week. If sodium is a concern, look for cartons marked low sodium or no salt added. Prep: 1 to 2 steps. Spoon into a bowl, top with lemon zest and chopped parsley, vitamin C plus flavor. Or fold into a quick omelet for a warm, soft entree. Chill before serving for best texture. Combo: C or protein pairing. Add berries or diced bell pepper for vitamin C and a drizzle of olive oil for satiety. Pair with a small portion of whole grain crackers or cucumber rounds. Caution: keep it safe. Scan labels. Sodium varies widely. Choose pasteurized products. If you're lactose sensitive, start with half a cup and assess comfort. Some people tolerate cottage cheese well, others prefer yogurt. Swap if sodium selection is limited. Greek yogurt, 2%, with a pinch of grated Parmesan and parsley, gives similar protein with controllable salt. Number 3. Parmesan/Parmigiano Reggiano. Use like a seasoning. Benefit: functional. Big flavor in tiny amounts so you feel satisfied with less. Useful when you're trimming sodium and watching portions. Why it helps, plain English. Long aging concentrates taste and breaks down some milk components, so a half to 1 ounce shave can light up an entire plate. Treat it as a finishing cheese instead of a main ingredient. It adds protein and savory depth without encouraging large servings. Serving: how much and how often? Half to 1 ounce, about 1 to 2 tablespoons finely grated or a few thin shavings, per meal. 3 to 6 days per week within your 1 to 2 ounces per day total. Prep: 1 to 2 steps. Microplane directly over hot vegetables, soups, or roasted fish just before serving, or shave paper-thin ribbons with a peeler. Store wedges wrapped in paper inside a zip bag to keep them dry and flavorful. Combo: C or protein pairing. Pair with lemon or tomatoes, vitamin C on broccoli, zucchini, or cabbage so the spark and the protein land together. Finish with olive oil for mouthfeel that stops you from piling on more. Caution: keep it safe. Watch sodium per ounce on labels. Aim for the lower end. For reflux-prone viewers, tiny amounts as a topper often sit better than melted piles in sauces. Use tip: treat Parmesan like salt with benefits. A little on top replaces the need for salty dressings. Number 2. Aged cheddar or Gruyere. Lower lactose, bold flavor. Benefit: functional. Strong taste encourages smaller portions while still delivering meaningful protein and a satisfying finish to the meal. Why it helps, plain English. Aging reduces lactose and concentrates flavor. That means 1 ounce can make a plate feel complete, especially when you pair it with vegetables and lean protein, without reaching for extra salty toppings. Serving: how much and how often? 1 ounce per serving, about 1 dice-sized cube or 2 thin slices. 3 to 5 days per week. Keep your total cheese less than or equal to 2 ounces per day. Prep: 1 to 2 steps. Slice thin and melt over steamed broccoli or a zucchini omelet, or grate a small amount on a baked potato and finish with lemony parsley. Buy blocks and slice as needed. Flavor stays brighter, so you'll use less. Combo: C or protein pairing. Pair with roast chicken, eggs, or beans, plus red bell pepper or a squeeze of lemon to support collagen-forward eating. Caution: keep it safe. Choose pasteurized varieties. If you're sensitive to aged flavors or histamine, Start with 1/2 ounce and gauge comfort. Mind the sodium per ounce. Pick brands on the lower side. Swap for even milder sodium. Swiss can offer a gentler salt profile while still melting nicely on vegetables and eggs. Number 1. Aged Gouda. Flavor dense. Use sparingly. Benefit. Functional. Firm texture and concentrated taste mean 1 ounce goes far, helping you stay within your daily cap without feeling deprived. Why it helps. Plain English. Aged Gouda develops deep caramel nut notes that satisfy with thin shavings. Use strategically. Over salads, roasted vegetables, or a warm grain, you get the sense of richness from a small, measured portion. Serving. How much and how often? 1 ounce, thin shavings or a small cube, per serving, 3 to 4 days per week, within the 1 to 2 ounces per day total. Prep. 1 to 2 steps. Use a vegetable peeler to shave delicate ribbons onto warm broccoli, Brussels sprouts, or cabbage. Finish with olive oil and a squeeze of lemon to brighten. Combo, C, or protein pairing. Combine with grilled chicken or salmon and a big scoop of zucchini or red cabbage so protein plus vitamin C ride together. Caution. Keep it safe. Flavor can tempt over serving. Measure the first few times. As with other aged cheeses, if you're sensitive to stronger flavors or histamine, test 1/2 ounce first. Confirm pasteurized on the label. Budget note. Because aged Gouda is flavor dense, thin shavings stretch the wedge. One purchase can cover many dinners. Across all must items, quick reminders to keep you on track. Daily cap. Aim for 1 to 2 ounces total cheese per day. Sodium scan. Favor labels less than 180 to 200 milligrams of sodium per ounce when available. If your choice runs higher, trim the portion and compensate elsewhere in your day. Pair smart. Cheese plus vegetables, especially those rich in vitamin C, plus lean protein. This pattern helps you feel steady and supports joint and tissue comfort. Plate rhythm. When in doubt, build the senior plate. Half plate vegetables, 1/4 protein, 3 to 5 ounces, 1/4 smart carbs, 1/2 cup, then add up to 1 ounce from the must list as a topper or accent. Consistency matters. If you track blood pressure, fluid, or glucose, keep portions steady day to day rather than swinging from none to heavy. In 30 seconds, I'll show you how to plate dinner tonight. No overthinking, so you get the flavor you want, the protein you need, and the sodium where you can live with it. Tonight, keep dinner automatic with the senior plate. Fill half your plate with vegetables, 1/4 with protein, 3 to 5 ounces, and 1/4 with smart carbs, 1/2 cup. Add 1 ounce of cheese, approximately 1 dice, from the must list. Keep your total for the day less than or equal to 2 ounces. Example, lemon tossed broccoli, 4 ounces roasted chicken, 1/2 cup quinoa, and 1 ounce shaved Parmesan as a finishing sprinkle. Snack idea. 1/2 to 1 cup low-sodium cottage cheese with berries. On a tight budget? Choose a store-brand low-sodium cottage cheese or block Swiss, often under 80 cents per ounce, and use thin slices or small cubes so big flavor carries a small portion. Once a week, same day and time, do 3 quick checks. First, take AM and PM blood pressure if you track it. Jot both. Second, measure ankle circumference in the morning before breakfast and again after dinner. Note the PM to AM difference for each ankle. Third, add a 1-line comfort note. Bloat, none light heavy. Reflux, none rare frequent. And sock marks, none light deep. Use the same chair, tape, and staircase conditions each week for consistency. Keep cheese to 1 to 2 ounces per day, choose lower sodium options, pair with vegetables and lean protein, and stay hydrated. Expect 2 to 3 weeks for feel improvements and about 6 weeks for visible evening stability if portions and sodium remain steady. Quick cheat sheet before you head to the fridge. Avoid the 4 that pile on sodium and additives. Choose the 4 that deliver real protein in smaller portions. Keep your targets simple. 1 to 2 ounces of cheese per day total, think 1 to 2 dice. Aim for labels under approximately 180 to 200 milligrams sodium per ounce when possible. And pair cheese with vegetables and lean protein so a little goes a long way. Use strong aged flavors as toppers, not main ingredients, and drink water with meals. Stay consistent day to day and log your weekly checks. Steady habits are what turn today's plate into tomorrow's easier evening. Before you head out, jump into the comments with your age and one clear goal for this week. For example, 1 ounce aged cheddar with dinner 3 nights, or switch to low-sodium cottage cheese. If you want the printable, type checklist, and I'll share the one-page guide with servings, sodium targets, budget swaps, and safety notes to keep portions consistent. If this was helpful, subscribe. Then queue up the playlists that match your next step. Blood pressure/sodium for label reading and salt control, collagen-forward veggies for better pairings, and night cramps if calf tightness is stealing sleep. Your plan starts in the comments.